Welcome to this short tutorial on crosshand arpeggios. So for this tutorial, we're going to be looking at page 88 of the Faber Adult Piano Book 1. And for this little exercise, basically what we're going to be doing is a broken chord. So in this case, we're in F position, so we're covering the notes with an F major chord, F-A-C. So whatever note or whatever position you're starting with, so in this case we're starting with F. When we do the crossover, we're gonna aim for F and then come back to our original position. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the whole exercise here. And there's actually a couple ways we can do this. So I'll do first way will be just as written. So that's the first way. Another way you can do it is all the way up and down, including the left hand at the very end. So we have. So I just added the last 3 notes there at the end, if you wanted to extend the arpeggio. But for now, we'll just focus as written. So notice when we're doing the first line, we have a crescendo getting louder to the top note and then falling back down with the diminuendo so that we can do the echo, the piano part at measure 5 to the end. Take note when you are doing the crossover, couple things. So first thing, we're gonna use most often we like to use the pointer finger, the 2 finger, to do the cross and aim for that note. If we try to do pinky, that's definitely a no-go because it's just further away when we have to come back to the original position. So usually 2 or 3 works pretty well. So in this case, we'll stick to 2 on that cross. Another thing is when you cross, after you cross and you're coming back down, we want that left hand to come back to original position as quick as possible. So I'll do like a slow motion version of what I'm talking about here. So we have. So right after I did this, cross, and then I'm starting to play my right hand notes, I'm immediately coming back down. So while you're hitting the right hand notes, I'm already in my placement. So that of course is going to take some getting used to, some slow practice, but eventually, hopefully it'll feel more comfortable the more times you do it. So usually when you're coming back down, you can either aim for thumb on that C or pinky on the F, whichever you prefer. So I think most often thumb is probably a little bit easier to navigate and find really quickly as opposed to the pinky here. But everybody's different, so you can choose which one works for you. So once we do the F major version, which is what's written, then at the bottom of the page, we have 3 other positions that we could focus on. So the next one, if we move our hands down a step to E minor, so now we're gonna be focusing on the E minor notes of the chord, E, G, B, and then we're gonna cross to E and come back down. So then we have. down a step to D minor, DFA. Crossover will be D. And then lastly, C major, CEG, and crossover will be C. So with all these crosshand arpeggios, this can apply to literally any triad on the piano. So you could do, instead of E minor, you could do E major. Instead of D minor, you could do D major. Or you could do, instead of C major, you do C minor. And there's many other triads you could try this on, but for now, just focusing on those that are on the page there.